gorgeous people, let's get right into it. So we have made it to week number 4 of training for this half marathon, and this journey has been so amazing thus far because I'm still kind of in shock that I'm even doing it, right? So today we had a recovery run, and with it being a brand new week, you already know we amped up the speed. The speed now is set for a 4.5 when it comes to my recovery runs. And today I only had to run for 15 minutes, and I was so excited to only have to run for 15 minutes, y'all. Because I felt pretty sluggish all day today, and I really think it's just the food that I have been eating for the last couple of days. So I'm gonna try to change it up and see if that helps. Put a little bit more fruit and vegetables in the diet. Maybe not so much vegetables. It's not my biggest fan, so we'll see how that goes. But other than that, the run was really good. I was able to keep pace for the entire 15 minutes. I did run today back in my old Nikes, and I didn't have any issues with my knees or my shins or anything like that. All was good. If anything, I really feel like I'm just kind of getting a tad bit bored of being on the treadmill and in the gym. Like, I'm really anxious and ready to get outside because I'm kind of getting just bored of the constant just running in the same place. But Mother Nature has other plans because it's still cold here in Cleveland. Now it has turned into rain and freezing rain, so we will still not be outside. In the gym I will be, but besides that, everything has been good. I'm excited for the week that is coming. One thing I do like about the coaching at the top of the week is they lay out all of the runs that you have for the week and kind of get you motivated. But today kind of had the opposite effect because I have a long run at the end of the week, which is 6 miles. 6 miles, you all, and kind of freaking out because I want to make sure that I complete it in its entirety, and I want to stay at a decent pace. I'm probably going to take the same approach I did last week for the 5 mile with just increasing my speed throughout, but I still want to just complete it in a decent time. Like, I don't want to just walk it. That's just crazy. It's a race. It's a run. So I don't want to do any real walking, but we'll see how it goes. So other than that, the day was great. I will see you all tomorrow. Gorgeous people, I had such a great run today. Like, I'm really realizing that I love speed runs. And I think it's because it breaks up that whole like long distance running at a certain pace. So we started with the warm up, and my warm up pace for this week is a 4.5. And then I had intervals of my mile pace and my 5K pace. So mile pace for the week is a 5.2, and my 5K pace is a 5.0. So between each interval, I had a recovery pace, which I am at a 3.5 for the week. And I realized that I'm able to start getting control of my breathing a lot faster coming out of my interval. So I was really excited about that because I didn't feel like tired or sluggish throughout the run. So I actually felt like I was able to enjoy it. And so if I can get the feeling I have today for the race, y'all, we good. We are so good. So I'm gonna just keep going. I'm gonna show y'all how I'm progressing at the end of the week compared to the first week, and keep knocking these weeks down. So today was a recovery run day, and I ran at a 4.5 pace, and it was for a total of 40 minutes. Now, I ain't even gonna hold y'all, like, today was just one of those days where I had to show up because I just ain't feel like running today. It wasn't even nothing like that was contributing to it besides me just not feel like doing it. So when I got there, I was like, bet we gonna do 20 minutes at the 4.5, and then we gonna just pull back a little bit and then amp back up. And like I said, I didn't have no real reason, so I was approaching the 20-minute mark, and I was really close to my 2-mile mark. So I was like, let me just get to the 2 miles and then I'll pull back. So that's exactly what I did. Got to my 2-mile mark. I pulled back down to a 3.5 today for about 3 minutes. I had anticipated on doing 5, but it was getting kind of boring to be walking at a 3.5 for too long. So I amped right back up to a 4.5, and we finished out that 40-minute run. And then I went to go do a few leg workouts and get out the gym, y'all. Like, today was one of those days where it was just like, you just got to show up to you and get it done. So that's what I did. Quick and simple, nothing too crazy today. I will see y'all tomorrow. Today was a speed run / tempo run. And I didn't necessarily know what the tempo run was really about. So I wasn't sure what pace I wanted to start at. So it was a 7-minute warm up. So you know we're doing that at a 4.5 pace. And then it was a full 25 minutes at this tempo run pace, which I was a little unsure what I wanted to run it at. But listen to the guided coaches. They explain what kind of effort you should give. And I knew I can do the 4.5 for a decent amount of time without stopping. And then it was like, but you want to be able to feel uncomfortable during the run so you can get that mental going and kind of really locking into the run, knowing that it's going to be difficult, but you can do it. So I decided to do a 4.9, which is just one notch under my 5K pace for this week. So I'm not gonna lie, y'all, doing the 4.9 for the 25 minutes was difficult. Your girl started cramping up like right here. I don't know if it's because I didn't stretch this part or I didn't have enough water, but I started cramping probably at the 15-17 minute mark, and like it's like just hold it. I don't know if that takes the thought process out of cramping because you're putting pressure on it, but that helps me to keep running through it because I definitely did not stop because I wanted to mentally challenge myself today to keep pushing forward at that 4.9 pace for the 25 minutes. It was definitely difficult. It was the fastest I've ran for the longest amount of time compared to some of my other runs. All in all, the run was really good. It was definitely tough. I am seeing that week 4 is probably the hardest week thus far, even compared to week 1 when I had no idea what I was doing. I did find me some shoes today, y'all, and I'm pretty excited about them because I did run in them today and they felt really good. I didn't have any shin problems. Nothing was happening with my knees. Like, they were really comfortable. So I found these at the Nike outlet and I'm really loving them. They're really comfortable. They have enough padding in them. They do have like this rocking feeling only when you're walking. And when I was running in them, I did not feel that, but they are really comfortable. I'm loving them because I didn't have any problems. So I'm gonna see how they perform on this long run, and hopefully we found a winner for my training shoes. And then I've been told that you shouldn't necessarily run the race in your training shoes and you might need to find another pair of shoes. So as time goes on, we'll figure that out. We have made it to the end of week 4 and I'm so excited because this was the hardest week thus far, 100% hands down. Like, this was my toughest week. Every time I ran, it was something. Like, I was pretty anxious about running this 6.2 miles today, which was my long run for the week. And it was just because I just didn't know how I was going to perform, right? And I knew I wanted to complete it in its entirety. I didn't want to just stop in the middle of it or anything. So I was really anxious for it. But when I got to the gym today, I wasn't anxious really. I was just like, we're going to knock this out. Regardless, we are going to get it done. As I told you all, I was going to increase my speed every mile, but that didn't necessarily go according to plan. Partially because the guided coach didn't come in at every mile like they have in the past. So I wasn't really sure how to gauge where I was. Yeah, I could have looked at my phone and stuff like that, but these lovely Nike pants that I have on have that nice back pocket, so I was able to tuck my phone into that and leave it there so I didn't have to hold it for the 6 miles. And then for some reason my watch was acting crazy today, so I couldn't just gauge or look down at my watch to see how many miles I had went. So that was one reason why I didn't necessarily increase at every new mile, but I did increase throughout the run. So I started at a 4.3 today, and I increased all the way up to a 5.5. Now I will say, I took some slowdown moments throughout the run just so I can be able to recover and then amp back up. So I used the 3.3 pace today to recover just because I was running a longer distance and I really did not want to burn out or tire out. So I did that. It worked for me. I was able to complete the run. I'm really looking forward to week 5 because it's pretty much identical to week 4. So I'll be able to really gauge how I'm improving in that aspect, and this week gave me a taste of what next week's gonna look like. So I'm looking forward to that. So as always, gorgeous people, go out there, create memories that will last a lifetime.